You know,
I'm slipping up.
I'm slipping. Yeah, me too. Actual proof. Girl, we on all the way live.
It's on already?
It's too late. We live.
We live?
We live.
Oh, hey people.
Hey family. Oh, I'm so glad that y'all know that we are real people. And we ain't got to fake the phone.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, we still want to welcome everybody to
Story time, story time, story time.
If you don't know who I am, I'm Bonnie G, in the place to be.
Hey.
And like I always say, wherever the Ruach is, I promise y'all, no lie, I just want to be present, okay? Call my name so I can tell you I am here in the building.
Present.
With the assignment understood, okay? Done. Listen, but those who don't know, okay? I'm not talking to the people that know her right now. I'm talking about for the folks that don't know. Listen, right when we hit this, no cheerleaders, okay? No bring it on. No bring it on. None of this. We want straight hands.
I don't know where that came from. I just was teasing.
Cousin James, no, because he sent me that. None of that. None of what she just said. See, that's what. Nevertheless, okay, if you don't know who she is Auntie Shelly on the beat. That's right, y'all. No, we no longer do it for ourselves. We do it for the community. # community minded. Yes, that felt good. And listen, you guys with the hand, y'all did it on cue. You already know. So listen, we are going, before we go into the fight, because listen, this is probably the only time I'm actually looking forward to see a fight. Normally, I wouldn't be looking forward to see a fight, but tonight it's about to go down.
Yeah, we got a little something special for you.
Something special for you, okay? And so before we go and see this fight, we all gonna witness this together. We're gonna hit you with 1 Peter 5:10. Says, but the Elohim of all grace, who has called us unto his eternal glory by Mashiach, Yahusha, after that ye have suffered a while, make you perfect, establish, strengthen, and settle you. To him be glory and dominion forever and ever. Amen. Hallelujah.
Forever and ever.
And listen, while she's sitting there singing her praise song, if our reading sounds different, okay, not what you're used to, don't fret, okay? Mm-hmm. Don't you dare do that. We ain't got time for that. Don't clock in for that, okay? It's only because we're reading out of the Sefer, okay? Now listen, if you want one of these Bibles, you can go to sefer.net and you can purchase it, but what we will strongly recommend is not legal advice or anything like that, just common sense advice. Please use your Storytime discount, please. 10% is 10%. Somebody say 10% is 10%.
10% is 10%.
Thank you for your obedience. 10% is 10%. Use it, okay? Do not pay full price. When we asked the people to give us a 10% discount, and they did, okay? Utilize that. Now we know, listen, it's hard to find our stuff in original form, okay? We're not going to get it all right. Don't let that stop you from learning, all right? At least we're going as close as we can to the Hebraic side of things, all right? That being said, Auntie Shelly, let's talk about this recap that led into tonight's special.
Yeah, so we can get into it. So you all know, last night we were talking about when the brothers came to Joseph, and Joseph was trying to keep Benjamin.
Yes.
And they weren't really telling us the whole story. So we were trying to backfill that story in because he was trying to keep Benjamin, and it didn't go as quickly as it did in Genesis. It just didn't go down like that. They left out a whole big old chunk. And so tonight, we're going to put that chunk back in.
Yes.
We are going to go to Jasher. Some of you have read this, some of you have, but even if I've read it before and I'm in for it, hey. So we're going to fill this in to let you know exactly what happened with the whole Benjamin incident. It was not, like I said, Genesis, nothing wrong with it, but it's Cliff Notes. It went down in Egypt that day.
It went down in Egypt, and I'm excited. All I'm missing is You know, my cocoa butter. I'm ready to fight.
Yep.
I'm ready to
I got
fight.
my ponytail
I got
already.
mine too. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready.
Yeah.
All right. Listen. So we're gonna start in 53 chapter.
The very last verse of 53
Yes.
in Jasher.
There you go. Chapter 53, verse the last one, 32.
Yep.
All right.
Y'all ready?
Y'all ready? I got my water here too, y'all. Don't mind me as I get into character because it's about to go on.
Yeah.
All right. And Joseph rose up and caught hold of Benjamin and took him from his brethren with violence. And he came to the house and locked the door at them. And Joseph commanded him that was set over his house that he should say unto them, Thus says the king, go in peace to your father. Behold, I have taken the man in whose hand my cup was found.
Y'all caught that? They snatched Benjamin by violence, went in the house, and locked the door.
You already know our blood pressure is up at this point.
And remember, Yehuda said, I'm surety for this boy. We are not going to remember. They can't go home without Benjamin.
No.
It's not an option.
Mm-mm.
And you done locked the door?
Locked it. Locked it. You asking for this whooping now.
And took him violently? Oh.
You put your hands on my brother? 54, okay? And when Yehuda saw the dealings of Joseph with them, Yehuda approached him and broke open the door and came with his brethren before Joseph.
Broke the door.
Broke the door.
Remember, this family don't play. They got strength from Elohim. They got gifts. Well, we got gifts. Our family got gifts.
Absolutely. And Yehuda said unto Joseph, Let it not seem grievous in the sight of my Adonai. May your servant, I pray you, speak a word before you. And Joseph said unto him, Speak. And Yehuda spoke before Joseph, and his brethren were there standing before them. And Yehuda said unto Joseph, Surely when we first came to our Adonai to buy food, you did consider us as spies of the land. And we brought Benjamin before you, and you still make sport of us this day? And therefore let the king hear my words, and send, I pray you, our brother, that he may go along with us to our father, lest your soul perish this day with all the souls of the inhabitants of Mitzrayim.
Now look, Yehuda trying to be nice.
Really?
I mean, he already broke down the door. He's still trying to be respectful.
Absolutely.
Basically saying, give us Benjamin or else.
And he ain't about to pay for that door.
No.
You're going to have to figure that one out.
No. Give us Benjamin or else.
Right.
That's it. You got two options. Give us Benjamin or everybody dying in Egypt. You too.
I don't care how you make a decision.
You king, I don't care who you are.
Ooh,
you dying, everybody else in Egypt.
Go. Okay. Auntie Shawnee, she says, Badoom. That's the bassoon in the door. Yeah. All right. Do you know what two of my brothers, Simeon and Levi, did unto the city of Shechem? And unto 7 cities of the Emorium, on account of our sister Dinah? And also what they would do for the sake of their brother Benjamin?
Oh, I didn't know about the 7 cities.
Me neither, but apparently they told some cities up.
Hey, they got a reputation.
Huh.
And in case you better ask somebody.
And do you not know what they would do on account of Benjamin?
Simeon and Levi is here.
Listen, what we do with BB? Don't mess with him.
Just them two took out cities. What you gonna do with all us?
Yeah, because Joseph wasn't around that time.
Mm-hmm. He didn't go to war with them.
Sure didn't.
Mm-mm.
And I with my strength, who am greater and mightier than both of them, come this day upon you and your land, if you are unwilling to send our brother. Have you not heard what our Elohim, who made? Oh, he upset.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Who may hasten you and put on every man his sword upon his. Okay, okay. My page are thick. That's why my Bible. That's all right. Okay, my bad. Who made choice of us, did unto Pharaoh account of Sarah our mother, whom he took away from our father, that he smote him and his household with heavy plagues, that even unto this day the Mitzrayim relate this wonder to each other. So will our Elohim do unto you on account of Benjamin, whom you have this day taken from his father. And on the account of the evils which you this day heap over us in your land. For our Elohim will remember his covenant with our father Abraham, and bring evil upon you, because you have grieved the soul of our father this day.
He running down that bloodline. I know you heard, because something even happened right here in Egypt.
In your land.
In your land.
And I need
you
you
better
to know,
go ask Pharaoh.
That's it. I need you to know I'm related to that story.
Yeah. I need you to go ask Pharaoh what happened. Abraham is my granddaddy.
But look at the importance of knowing your history, because he's able to stand sure. Like, I dare you. Do you know who I am? Do you know who I serve? Yep. Do you know the strength that my Yah will give me to whoop you?
Yep, because he kept throwing Elohim in there. I got a covenant with the Most High.
Absolutely. You
really want to mess with us? You better ask somebody, Mr. Joseph.
Facts. I will.
You ain't playing with him.
Mollywop you.
It's like, I'm trying to give you hey, trying to be nice here.
I think the niceness is over. He's just letting them know.
Yeah. He could have just broke down the door, killed everybody, and left.
Whoa. All right. Wow. Let me see. Okay. Now, therefore, hear my words that I have this day spoken unto you, and send our brother that he may go away, lest you and the people of your land die by the sword. For you cannot all prevail over me.
First, I told him, you think Simeon and Levi is bad? I'm stronger than both of them put together. And they took out cities, just them two. I'm stronger than both of them put together. And we got Elohim behind us.
He said, who's bad?
Your land will die by the sword in 5 minutes. Ain't playing with you.
Oh, wait. Listen, it's a little hot in here, okay? Joseph should be sweating at this point.
Yes.
I mean, listen, if somebody came to
I think the only thing Joseph is securing is that he's under the covenant too. They just don't know. Yeah. Or he wouldn't be doing what he's doing. Any normal person would have been like,
let him out.
Bye.
I think he just wanted to see how far he could take it.
Yeah.
He's like, let me see, because I didn't get to grow up with you guys. Let me see what you really made.
He's like, y'all doing all this for me. What was the trouble?
Let's see what he says. And Joseph answered Yehuda, saying, why have you opened wide your mouth? And why do you boast over us, saying, strength is with you? As Pharaoh lives, if I command all my valiant men to fight with you, surely you and these your brethren would sink in the mere.
Joseph had to come back. Oh, you think you? But see.
But he did include himself. He said with us.
Yeah.
He's included himself.
Yes, he's included, because if you just talking about your valiant men, the Egyptians, they can't do jack. You better throw yourself in it. Joseph ain't dumb. He know he under that covenant too. He know he ain't dying. The rest of Egypt may die.
Right, but he ain't dying.
Joseph know he ain't dying.
Oh, wow. And Yehuda said unto Joseph, surely it becomes you and your people to fear me. As Yahuwah lives, if I once draw my sword, I shall not sheath it again until I shall this day have slain all Mizraim. And I will commence with you and finish with Pharaoh, your Adonai. This brother is not playing about his brother. What you ain't going to do is keep my little brother.
Yes. And he said, if I take my sword out, it's not going to be in vain. So it's in right now. Make your decision, because once it come out, everybody dying, including Pharaoh.
Listen, this is the episode to eat some popcorn, okay?
All right.
Oh, wow. Okay. And ouch, I'm trying to read this so hard, I bit my lip. All right. And Joseph answered and said unto him, surely strength belongs not only, surely strength belongs not alone to you. I am stronger and mightier than you. Surely if you draw your sword, I will put it to your neck and the necks of all your brothers. See, now you just trying to push my buttons.
See, Joseph, you doing too much now. You are doing too much. You pushing
my buttons because you know who I am, and I don't know who you are.
Exactly.
So you trying to see what am I going to do if I say this?
Yes. Exactly. Yeah.
Mm-mm-mm. And Yehuda said unto him, surely if I this day open my mouth against you, I would swallow you up, that you be destroyed from off the earth, and perish this day from the kingdom. And Joseph said, surely if you open your mouth, I have power and might to close your mouth with a stone until you shall not be able to utter a word. See how many stones are before us. Truly, I can take a stone and force it into your mouth and break your jaws. Oh, these folks are Hebrew.
They ain't playing. Look, he said, please, Yahudah, open your mouth. I'll jack it. I'll throw a rock in there and break your jaws. Dude. Everybody's scared of you.
Oh, man. This is history, y'all. Oh, man.
Bro?
It's the comeback for me. He said, surely if you open your mouth, I'm going to shut it. Don't worry about the shutting part. I got that, bro.
Yeah.
Wow.
Open your mouth. Let's see what happened.
Look around. You see how many rocks is in there. See, you ain't going to be chewing them.
I use one of them. Break your jaws.
These your folks. Talk about trash talking.
Yep.
Facts.
Yep.
They straight talking the most.
Because Yehudah know who he is. Like you said, Joseph knows who he is. He under the covenant too.
Yep, but Yehudah
don't know who Joseph is.
Right. Absolutely. These are our people, y'all. They talking the most smack.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so juiced.
We talk like this over a game of dominoes.
I talk like this over Uno.
I told y'all play Uno.
Like you can do all that talking. I'm gonna shut your talking. I do all this over Uno. All right. What? Oh wow, 13. This is crazy. 13. And Yehudah said, Elohim is witness between us, that we have not hitherto desired to battle with you. Only give us our brother, and we will go from you. And Joseph answered and said, as Pharaoh lives, if all the kings of Canaan came together with you, you should not take him from my hand.
Okay.
Now therefore go your way to your father, and your brother shall be unto me for a slave. For he has robbed the king's house. And Yehudah said, what is it to you, or to the character of the king? Surely the king sends forth from his house throughout the land silver and gold, either in gifts or expenses. And you still talk about your cup, which you did place in our brother's bag, and say that he has stolen it from you?
Oh,
Yehudah even know that he didn't steal
picked up on that. And basically, he's saying, you act like a little kid with a blanket. All this stuff you got, you worried about some silver cup? You want your Baba as your favorite bottle?
You sitting here making something big over this?
Over this, which I know you now, because now he picking it up. You did this. You did this. Because we don't, that's not what we do. That ain't what we do.
He says, far be it that our brother Benjamin or any of the seed of Abraham should do this thing to steal from you or from anyone else, whether king, prince, or any man. Now, therefore, cease this accusation, lest the whole earth hear your words, saying, for a little silver, the king of Mitzrayim wrangled with the men. And he accused them and took their brother for a slave.
He said, everybody gonna know you did all this for a cup. It ain't even gold.
It ain't even gold.
It's silver.
Oh, my, yeah. And Joseph answered and said, take unto you this cup, and go from me, and leave your brother for a slave. For it is the judgment of the thief to be a slave. And Yehudah said, why are you not ashamed of your words, to leave our brother and take your cup? Surely if you give us your cup, or 1,000 times as much, we will not leave our brother for the silver which is found in the hand of any man, that we will not die over him.
So he trying to pay them the silver, the cup, for Benjamin. You see, he messing with them, trying to see, because they sold him.
Yep. Oh,
they sold him for the price of shoes.
Yes, and they received silver.
Yeah, they received silver. So he trying to say, well, what if I gave money? I wonder if they would.
You took on,
if they would still fight,
because that he heard all of that going on, that transaction.
Yes,
they had to get him out there to sell him to the Ishmaelites.
Yep.
So he saw them get the silver.
So he said, "Okay, they fighting for him. Let me see if I gave them some silver.
Let me exchange him for silver like you did me."
Yeah. And Yehuda said, "Well, I want your little silver."
Ooh, wait. Oh, wow, y'all. This is good. And Joseph answered, "And why did you forsake your brother and sell him, for 20 pieces of silver unto this day? And why then will you not do the same to this your brother?" And Yehuda said, Yahuwah is witness between me and you that we desire not your battles. Now therefore give us our brother, and we will go from you without quarreling or arguing. And Joseph answered and said, "If all the kings of the land should assemble, they will not be able to take your brother from my hand." And Yehuda said, "What shall we say unto our father when he sees that our brother comes not with us, and will grieve over him?" And Joseph answered and said, "This is the thing which you shall tell unto your father, saying, the rope has gone after the bucket." Okay, secret words.
Okay.
Code.
Okay.
And Yehuda said, surely you are a king. And why speak you these things, giving false judgment? Woe unto the king who is like unto you. And Joseph answered and said, there is no false judgment in the word that I spoke on account of your brother Joseph. For all of you sold him to Mitzrayim or Midian for 20 pieces of silver. And you all denied it to your father and said unto him, an evil beast had devoured him. Joseph has been torn to pieces. And Yehuda said, behold, the fire of Shem burns in my heart. Now I will burn all your land with fire. And Joseph answered and said, surely your sister-in-law Tamar, who killed your sons, extinguished the fire of Shechem.
Ooh!
Word got around.
That boy said, I know y'all. You first of all, you told me to ask somebody like I don't know about y'all. I know about y'all. So you making it seem like I put in inquiries already. I know about Tamar.
Wow.
I know why y'all did what y'all did. I know everything that's because remember he had talked to Benjamin.
Yes.
The first time he was there. Yeah. Yes. He had Benjamin at the table with him, and Benjamin was probably running stuff down, running his mouth.
Yeah. Telling them all the stuff. You know how little brothers do. Oh my gosh. Y'all right. He is mad. Rangi goes on to say Joseph's trying to get to the point and it's making Yehuda mad.
Yeah, because Yehuda ain't even trying to hear all that. I don't care what you know about my family. Benjamin coming with me.
Yes. But I love this fight though. Yeah. He's like literally saying, I will burn up your city. Yeah. I'm not playing with you. Let my brother go.
And then he tried to throw Tamar in there because he know that's something that Yehuda feels guilty about. Yep. You could throw Tamar, Samar, Kamar, Ramar. He don't care. Okay, about
we talking about
Tamar.
Benjamin, okay?
Tamar at home.
We talking about Benjamin. With
Tamar at home taking care of the babies.
That's it.
Right now, right. We talking about Benjamin.
We talking about Benjamin.
And Benjamin gonna go see his nephews.
Absolutely. Yes. Ain't no squirrel murmurs here. Okay, I'm keeping focused. I remember what we're talking about. Okay, wow. Let me see. 26. And Yehuda said, if I pluck out a single hair from my flesh, I will fill all Mitzrayim with its blood. And Joseph answered and said, such is your custom to do as you did to your brother whom you sold. And you dipped his coat in blood and brought it to your father in order that he might say an evil beast devoured him. And here is his blood. Oh, so he's bringing up. He got
to come back. He's bringing up all that.
He's bringing back like, you did this stuff to me.
Yeah. And Benjamin must have told him. And then you dipped my coat in blood. So Benjamin must have told him, yeah, they dipped my brother's blood. Was that? But Yehuda's not caring. Because basically, Yehuda said, at first I thought he was saying, I'll feel all of Egypt's blood can fit in my hair. But I think he's saying, if I pluck just a hair, I'll kill you with the hair on my head.
Everybody in here.
Yeah.
Everybody around here is getting it.
That's how strong I am.
Yeah. But the crazy thing is, Yehuda's so pissed that he ain't even recognizing what Joseph is saying.
Because he don't
First
care.
I'd be like, wait a minute. How you know about that? Wait a minute. Who told you that? You know what I'm saying? That should bring you like, wait, how did he know so much about Joseph?
He probably assuming Benjamin told him because remember they
Yeah,
was there
very true.
before.
Very
Yeah.
true. All right. 28. And when Yehuda heard this thing, he was exceedingly wroth, and his anger burned within him. And there was before him in that place a stone, the weight of which was about 400 shekels. And Yehuda's anger was kindled, and he took the stone in one hand and cast it to the heavens and caught it with his left hand. What? And he placed it afterwards under his leg, and he sat upon it with all his strength, and the stone was turned into the dust from the force of Yehuda. Let me flex real quick. Let me tell you what, if you keep playing with me, let me show you what I can do. I'm showing you my strength.
Yeah, because you just, remember he just threatened him and said, I put the stone in your mouth. He letting them know, and I will eat that rock like it's some M&Ms.
I'm telling
you. Put it in my mouth. Mess with me.
Try me. If try me was a person, here he is. Okay? Wow. And Joseph saw the act of Yehuda, and he was very much afraid. But he commanded Manasseh, his son, and he also did with another stone like unto the act of Yehuda. And Yehuda said unto his brother, let not any of you say, this man is an Egyptian. But by his doing this thing, he is of our father's family.
He said, yeah, see, they recognize that strength.
Yep, don't you call him an Egyptian.
He is not Egyptian.
He's from the house of us.
Somebody from our family came up here and had some babies.
Yep.
And they work for Joseph. That's why that's why this man is bold.
Yep.
Somebody came up here, had them a little mistress.
Yep.
And made some babies because you are not Egyptian.
Absolutely. I don't care
now
what you
with that gift, you a Hamite. Egyptians are Hamites.
She said game recognized game.
So do.
Okay. Let's see. And 31. And Joseph said, not to you only is strength given, for we are also powerful men. And why will you boast over us all? And Yehuda said unto Joseph, send, I pray you, our brother, and ruin not your country this day. And Joseph answered and said unto them, go and tell your father, an evil beast has devoured him, as you said concerning your brother Joseph.
See, he are walking a line.
But you know what? I really think he's like, I'm doing exactly what you did to me.
Yeah.
So there's this bitterness
that has to be worked out.
That's working out.
Yeah.
Because he's all in his emotion.
Yeah.
In Genesis, it paints this picture of like a beautiful restoration, but here it paints like the emotions of you go through that. I can't believe y'all really did that.
Yeah.
You know, because
he's still hurt. When you put it that way, that makes perfect sense.
And so you see him going through that emotion.
Yeah. He needed to get this out. Absolutely. And he couldn't get it out with nobody else but them.
Yep. He had to get it out.
Yeah.
Wow.
And now that makes sense.
Yep. So it's not so much him being petty. He's working through his emotions because he really is mad about that. All right. And Yehuda spoke to his brother Naphtali, and he said unto him, make haste. Go now and number all the streets of Mitzrayim and come and tell me. And Simeon said unto him, let not this thing be a trouble to you. Now I will go to the mount and take up one large stone from the mount and level it at everyone in Mitzrayim and kill all that are in it.
He was like, don't even bother Naphtali. I'll just go get a stone, take the whole city out.
Yeah, don't even do it.
Remember, this is Simeon.
Sure. Oh, we. And Joseph heard all these words that his brethren spoke before him, and they did not know that Joseph understood them, for they imagined that he knew not to speak Hebrew. Wow. And Joseph was greatly afraid at the words of his brethren, lest they should destroy Mitzrayim. And he commanded his son Manasseh, saying, go now, make haste, and gather unto me all the inhabitants of Mitzrayim, and all the valiant men together, and let them come to me now upon horseback and on foot, and with all sorts of musical instruments. And Manasseh went and did so.
We Hebrews got to have our theme music.
Absolutely. Oh, facts. Auntie Carolyn, we are on 54 verse 36.
Yeah. Of Jasher.
Of Jasher.
Yeah, we're doing a backstory.
Oh my gosh. Yes. He's got to.
Yeah, he's like, no, go. When
we
I should
gonna
go
fight?
get them all, it's gonna be a fight.
It's got to
Go
have
get
some
all my value men. Go get the musical instruments. Go get the praise team. Go get everybody. It's about to go down.
All right.
And y'all know how boxers come in the ring. I know we started that with the music. They got the music because it kind of helps intimidate.
Yeah, man. Oh man. Ooh, And Naphtali went as Yehuda has commanded him, for Naphtali was light-footed, as one of the swift stags. And he would go upon the ears of grain, and they would not break under him. Hello, Flash.
So fast. Yeah.
The Flash.
Yes. Cha-ching.
It was Sarmati. Okay. And he went and numbered all the streets of Mitzrayim, and found them to be 12. And he came hastily and told Yehuda, and Yehuda said unto his brethren, let me turn this page, y'all. Hasten you and put on every man his sword upon his loins, and we will come over Mitzrayim and smite them all, and let not a remnant remain. And Yehuda said, behold, I will destroy 3 of these streets with my strength, and you shall each destroy 1 street. And when Yehuda was speaking this thing, behold, the inhabitants of Mitzrayim and all the mighty men came towards them with all sorts of musical instruments and with loud shouting. And their number was 500 cavalry and 10,000 infantry, and 400 men who could fight without sword or spear, only with their hands and strength. And all the mighty men came with a great storming and shouting, and they all surrounded the sons of Yaakov and terrified them, and the ground quaked at the sound of their shouting. And when the sons of Yaakov saw these troops, they were greatly afraid of their lives. And Joseph did so in order to terrify the sons of Yaakov to become tranquilized.
So calm down. Calm down.
And Yehuda, seeing some of his brethren terrified, said unto them, why are you afraid while the grace of Elohim is with us? And when Yehuda saw all the people of Mitzrayim surrounded them at the command of Joseph to terrify them, only Joseph commanded them, saying, do not touch any of them. Then Yehuda hastened and drew his sword and uttered a loud and bitter scream. And he smote with his sword. And he sprang upon the ground, and he still continued to shout against the people. And when he did this thing, Yahuwah caused the terror of Yehuda and his brethren to fall upon the valiant men and all the people that surrounded them. And they all fled at the sound of the shouting. And they all were terrified and fell one upon the other. And many of them died as they fell. And they all fled from before Yehuda and his brethren, and from before Joseph. You didn't disclose that.
You did. You got all your men surrounding them,
trying to be intimidating.
And some of them were scared, but Yehuda said, please, why y'all scared of them? We got Yahuwah. What? We got Elohim the Great. No, this ain't going down like this.
No, you ain't.
He let out that scream. Remember, on those of you who are in our assembly, that prayer call, he came against them with his army, and his army to actually kill themselves. They followed on each other when they was running out. Some of them died.
Yeah. But that's crazy too, because here you are, you trying to use a scare tactic, and then it works against you.
It works against you, exactly.
Now their blood is on your hands.
Yeah, you caused the death of some innocent Egyptians because they thought they was coming after you, protecting you because it's their job.
Yes.
And now you done got some of us killed.
You done got some of the people killed.
Because you wanna play with your brothers. You wanna.
I mean, he's not really playing with his brother because, again, like you said, he's got to work that emotion out.
Yeah.
But you sure did cause some lives that didn't need to.
Because you see they angry.
You know it.
But
see he angry too.
You see Yehuda and Simeon are angry, but you know the power of your brothers. And I guess, and that's just like when you think about today, they know we're powerful, but they keep surrounding us with things to get us scared. And a lot of us get scared.
Yeah.
But a few of us be like, I ain't scared of you. Do what? But some of us get scared new, and that's why we need people in these times that know how to minister in these times to say, don't be scared.
Right. Absolutely.
We don't need nobody saying, just come at 3 o'clock for your shot. We need people to stand up and say no.
Say no.
Scream it at them. No.
You want me to do what? You want me to put what in my Yah-given body? You want me to do what?
No. Flee. Go.
Just don't say the word because they're gonna block this video.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Cousin Jane says Joseph had to know what was going to happen. I mean, he knows what Yah and his brother could do.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But then he was taken at 17 too. So remember that. So he was out while but he wasn't there. He heard, but he didn't see it. Right,
but he was there for Shechem. He was just small. He was there for a lot of the wars. He was just too small to fight. But he saw the things that his brother did. Okay. And I think that's one of the reasons why he was trying to act all big and bad.
Okay, so that's why
I got Yahweh strong, but I got, this, at least I got this. So some of it he saw.
Okay. Let me see. We were on verse 46. No, are we?
We're on 47. Oh, no, we're on 46.
And while they were fleeing, Yehuda, his brother, pursued them unto the house of Pharaoh, and they all escaped. And Yehuda again sat before Joseph and roared at him like a lion, and gave a great, tremendous shriek at him. And the shriek was heard at a distance, and all the inhabitants of Sukkot heard it, and all the Mitzrayim quaked at the sound of the shriek. And also the wells of Mitzrayim and of the land of Goshen fell in from the shaking of the earth. And Pharaoh also fell from his throne upon the ground. And also all the pregnant women of Mitzrayim and Goshen miscarried. And when they heard the noise of the shaking, for they were terribly afraid.
It's walls falling down, Pharaoh. It's an earthquake. It's a whole 9.3. Walls falling, Pharaoh off his throne, miscarriages.
Wow.
That means it's a lot of screaming and hollering and crying, and it's some misery going on.
That was pain.
Yes.
Going forth.
Mm-hmm.
Because I am not going to let my daddy die.
Mm-hmm. No. Yes. Benjamin coming home.
Benjamin is coming home.
We can do this all day, Joseph. Benjamin coming home.
That's it. And Pharaoh sent word saying, what is this thing that has this day happened in the land of Mitzrayim? And they came and told him all the things from beginning to end. And Pharaoh was alarmed, and he wondered and was greatly afraid. And his fright increased when he heard all these things. And he sent unto Joseph, saying, you have brought unto me the Hebrews to destroy all Mitzrayim? What will you do with that thievish slave? Send him away and let him go with his brethren, and let us not perish through their evil, even we, you, and all of Mitzrayim.
So you're doing all this for a thief?
Right.
A slave? Do you see what's happening?
Send that little boy back. Right.
I don't care about no slave. We got tons of slaves, Joseph. It's tons of people doing your bidding.
You spent 2 years with them.
Yeah.
Send them home.
I'm gonna need you to send them home.
Joseph should have got a whooping. Mm-hmm. All right, verse 50. And if you desire not to do this thing, cast off from you all my valuable things, and go with them to their land, if you delight in it. For they will this day destroy my whole country and slay all my people. Even all the women of Mitzrayim have miscarried through their screams. See what they have done merely by their shouting and speaking. Moreover, if they fight with the sword, they will destroy the land. Now, therefore, choose that which you desire, whether me or the Hebrews, whether Mitzrayim or of the land of the Hebrews.
Yep. He said they just did this with their voice. What's going to happen when they start swinging their swords, dude? Over a slave? A thief?
You better make a choice. It's either me or the Hebrews.
Yep. You staying here or you leaving.
Cousin James says, Pharaoh said, let y'all's people go before Moses. Facts. That's hecka funny.
That is funny because this Pharaoh saying go.
Yeah, he said,
and the other one was like, nah.
Yeah, and then he said, and you can go with them.
Yeah, all y'all go.
That's hecka funny.
Just leave your stuff here, though.
Yeah,
leave your
stuff. Take it with you.
Because that's really my stuff.
Right. That ain't your stuff. That's
not
borrowed.
Your stuff.
That's hecka funny. And
oh, but that's a trip too, because he's saying leave your stuff. And then when they came, Moses said, take it. He said, take all the stuff.
So they do.
That's a trip.
That's hecka funny. Verse 51. And they came and told Joseph all the words of Pharaoh that he said concerning him. And Joseph was greatly afraid at the words of Pharaoh. And Yehuda and his brethren were still standing before Joseph, indignant and enraged. And all the sons of Yaakov roared at Joseph, like the roaring of the sea and its waves.
All of them got the little
wow, the crash. I can't even imagine that roar. And Joseph was greatly afraid of his brethren on account of Pharaoh. And Joseph sought a pretext to make himself known unto his brethren, lest they should destroy all Mitzrayim.
Just like I gotta come up with a plan real quick.
I got it. This gotta die down.
Well, this ain't gonna go good.
Yeah, this ain't going down. Oh wow. And Joseph commanded his son Manasseh, and Manasseh went and approached Yehuda and placed his hand upon his shoulder. And the anger of Yehuda was stilled. And Yehuda said unto his brother, let no one of you say that this is the act of a Mitzri or an Egyptian youth. For this is the work of my father's house. Like
somebody said, game recognized game. Somebody came up here and had a baby.
This is family right here.
This is my nephew, my cousin, somebody.
This family, facts. And Joseph, seeing and knowing that Yehuda's anger was stilled, he approached to speak unto Yehuda in the language of mountains.
And now you want to be nice.
Now the tone is changing, okay? And Joseph said unto Yehuda, surely you speak truth, and have this day verified your assertions concerning your strength, and may your Elohim, who delights in you, increase your welfare. But tell me truly, why from amongst all your brethren do you wrangle with me on the account of the lad, as none of them have spoken one word to me concerning him? And Yehuda answered Joseph, saying, surely you must know that I was security for the lad to his father, saying, if I brought him not unto him, I should bear his blame forever. Therefore have I approached you from amongst all my brethren, for I saw that you were unwilling to suffer him to go from you. Now therefore may I find grace in your sight, that you shall send him to go with us, and behold, I will remain as a substitute for him, to serve you in whatsoever you desire. For wheresoever you shall send me, I will go to serve you with great energy.
You know what? This shows a lot about Yehuda's character, because remember he said, I'll serve for the boy. And even after all that, most people would have went, and I ain't staying.
Right.
After you just did this, I'm the boy leaving, and I am too.
Yeah.
No deal.
Yep.
But he said, I'm going to keep my word.
I'm going to keep my word.
I'm going to stay. Let the boy go. I'm going to stay.
And I'm not even going to show you that I don't want to be here. I'm going to serve you with great energy.
Yep.
I'm going to show you like, oh.
Yep. I'm going to do this right.
Yep. I'm going to do this right. Wow. Send me now to a mighty king who has rebelled against you, and you shall know what I will do unto him and unto his land, although he may have cavalry and infantry or an exceeding mighty people. I will slay them all and bring the king's head before you. Do you not know, or have you not heard, that our father Abraham with his servant Eliezer smote all the kings of Elam with their host in one night? They left not one remaining. And ever since that day, our father's strength was given unto us for an inheritance. Oh,
let's go back to Abraham. Remember when Abraham did that for Lot?
Hold up, y'all. Did y'all catch that? For an inheritance?
Yes.
It's going to us too.
I got guns, y'all.
Come on, strength. When we need it. That's why when our babies are there, we can lift up the heaviest things and we be like, oh, that was our adrenaline. Oh, no, you got to equate that from Father Abraham.
Yeah.
That's part of your inheritance.
That's your inheritance. That's our inheritance.
That's our inheritance. We lift up a whole car. Mm-hmm. That's part of our inheritance. Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. Forever, okay? Listen, he said, and given unto us for an inheritance, for us and our seed. You are the seed forever.
Forever means
strength.
Forever.
This kind of strength is in us. Mm-hmm. No lie, that's hecka dope. All right, in 61. And Joseph answered and said, you speak truth, and falsehood is not in your mouth. For it was told unto us that Hebrews have power, and that Yahuwah Elohim delights much in them. And who then can stand before them? However, on this condition will I send your brother, if you will bring before me his brother, the son of his mother, of whom you said that he had gone from you, down to Mitzrayim. And it shall come to pass, when you bring unto me his brother, I will take him in his stead. Because not one of you was security for him to your father. And when he shall come unto me, I will then send you his brother for whom you have been security for.
So basically say, go get Joseph. Mm-hmm. I'll keep Joseph. You can have Benjamin. See, you starting stuff again.
But I think he wants him to also recognize the pain.
Yes. Or I think he wants to see if
they cared, like
if they even cared about Joseph, if they even thought about him, or even
he's still. But he don't know that they was looking for Joseph.
Yeah, he don't know they were looking. That's the first thing they did when they got there.
Yeah, that was the first thing in Jasher they did, and we didn't read that part, but because we wanted to get to.
And remember, even after they first sold him, they felt sorry and went to go look for him.
Absolutely,
he don't know none of that.
But Joseph don't know that.
Yeah.
And Yehuda anger was kindled against Joseph when he spoke this thing, and his eyes dropped blood with anger. Woo.
That's mad.
That's mad. And he said unto his brethren, how does this man this day seek his own destruction and that of all Mitzrayim? And Simeon answered Joseph, saying, did we not tell you at first that we knew not the particular spot to which he went, and whether he be dead or alive? And wherefore speak my Adonai like unto these things? And Joseph, observing the countenance of Yehuda, discerned that his anger began to kindle when he spoke unto him, saying, bring unto me your other brother instead of this brother. And Joseph said unto his brethren, surely you said that your brother was either dead or lost. Now if I should call him this day, and he should come before you, would you give him unto me instead of his brother? And Joseph began to speak and call out, Joseph, Joseph, come this day before me, and appear to your brother and sit before them. And when Joseph spoke this thing before them, they looked each a different way to see from whence Joseph would come before them. And Joseph observed their acts, all their acts, and said unto them, why do you look here and there? I am Joseph, whom you sold to Mitzrayim. Now therefore let it not grieve you that you sold me for a support. During the famine did Elohim send me before you. And his brethren was terrified at him when they heard the words of Joseph, and Yehuda was exceedingly terrified at him. And when Benjamin heard the words of Joseph, he was before them in the inner part of the house. And Benjamin ran unto Joseph his brother, and embraced him, and fell upon his neck, and they wept. And when Joseph's brethren saw that Benjamin had fallen upon his brother's neck, and wept with him, they also fell upon Joseph and embraced him, and they wept a great weeping with Joseph. And the voice was heard in the house of Joseph, that they were Joseph's brethren. And it pleased Pharaoh exceedingly, for he was afraid of them, lest they should destroy Mitzrayim. And Pharaoh sent his servants unto Joseph to congratulate him concerning his brethren who had come to him. And all the captains of the army and the troops that were in Mitzrayim came to rejoice with Joseph, and all the And all the Mizraim rejoiced greatly about Joseph's brethren. And Pharaoh sent his servants to Joseph, saying, Tell your brethren to fetch all belonging to them, and let them come unto me, and I will place them in the best part of the land of Mizraim. And they did so. And Joseph commanded him that was set over his house to bring out to his brethren gifts and garments. And he brought out to them many garments, being robes of royalty and many gifts. And Joseph divided them amongst his brethren. And he gave unto each of his brethren a change of garments of gold and silver, and 300 pieces of silver. And Joseph commanded them all to be dressed in these garments, and to be brought before Pharaoh. And all Pharaoh, seeing that all Joseph's brethren were valiant men, and of the beautiful appearance, he greatly rejoiced.
I told you they always good looking.
Mm-hmm.
But see, notice that switch in Pharaoh. Oh, those your brothers.
Yeah.
Because before he was saying, get them out of here.
Absolutely.
Oh, those your brothers. Okay, keep them here.
Yeah, I'm going to give them the, hey, no.
Hey.
Give them the best. Give them Goshen.
I ain't no fool. I see how this working. I see what they just did with just shouting.
Absolutely.
I need you. Now I want you and your brothers here.
And they afterwards went out from the presence of Pharaoh to go to the land of Canaan, to their father. And their brother Benjamin was with them.
You better take Benjamin.
You better
leave him back.
Yes.
Even with the good news.
Absolutely. Benjamin still wasn't staying, okay? I don't care how hard you was snotting on this thing. He still wasn't staying.
He coming with us.
Fact. And Joseph rose up and gave unto them 11 chariots from Pharaoh. And Joseph gave unto them his chariot, upon which he rode on the day of his being crowned in Mizraim, to fetch his father to Mizraim. And Joseph sent to all his brothers, children, garments according to their numbers, and 100 pieces of silver to each of them. And he also sent garments to the woman of his brethren, from the garments of the king's woman, and he sent them. And he gave unto each of his brethren 10 men to go with them to the land of Canaan, to serve them, to serve their children, and all belonging to them in coming to Mizraim. And Joseph sent by the hand of his brother Benjamin 10 suits of garments for his 10 sons, a portion above the rest of the children of the sons of Yaakov. And he sent to each 50 pieces of silver, and 10 chariots on the account of Pharaoh. And he sent to his father 10 asses laden with all the luxuries of Mizraim, and 10 she-asses laden with grain and bread and nourishment for his father, and to all that were with him as provision for the road. And he sent to his sister Dinah garments of silver and gold, and frankincense, and myrrh, and aloe, and women's ornaments in great plenty. And he sent the same from the women of Pharaoh to the women of Benjamin. And he gave unto all his brethren the next time story time will come back.
Oh yeah. We did the fight. That's what
that was
trying
it.
to do.
Yeah, that was it.
Y'all see how we need all that. We need all that in Genesis to understand what is really going on.
What is really going on. So when it was brought up, like when Rangi brought up yesterday, that hey, didn't they have this little heated argument? Mm-hmm. Now we can see it was definitely
more than a heated argument.
Definitely more. Something was about to be told down. Okay.
Yep, they was going to tear Egypt.
They was about to tear it down. They was not playing. They was not playing.
Them brothers went toe to toe until he said, "Oh,
people died.
People starting to die.
People was terrified.
My brothers ain't playing." Joseph, let me take this down. I better tell them who I am. Because Joseph knew they ain't gonna kill me. Well, he can't.
Well, I think he didn't know.
At this point, he was like, "I better just chance it and see what's up."
Yes, I think because he didn't know. He was like, "Oh, they big mad."
Yeah, because Yehuda wasn't even addressing none of that stuff he was throwing at him about Joseph.
Yeah,
he just ignored it. I don't care, boy.
He said, "Squash all of that."
Benjamin coming with me. I don't care what you know about my family, what you know about me and Tamar and me being drunk. I don't care about none of that. Benjamin coming.
He said, "Bring my brother. If you don't bring my brother,
I'm tearing up Egypt."
I'm tearing this up." Yeah, so that goes on, which is a great question. Dina did die.
Yeah, but he don't know that.
But he don't know that. Joseph don't know that. That's true. Joseph didn't know that she died, but she did die on the account of him thinking that he was dead, and her mom, I think. Somebody died.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Can't remember.
Rangi said, "Did Joseph know about Dina, or was those gifts sent to her place of rest?" And that's what I was thinking too. That I was thinking
he knew though, because he wasn't there.
No, I was thinking that maybe they was gonna put it at the place of rest, because they couldn't. I don't think they broke that down yet. I don't think Joseph even know that she's gone.
Yeah.
But I just think on account of him knowing that his sister, he sent some clothes for her.
Yeah.
Dwayne says, imagine. Oh, sorry. Come on, men's meeting. Just imagine it all of Yehuda and the Israelites were to wake up together and come together as one right now. That's a powerful imagery. Imagery. Yeah. You know what I'm trying to say.
Because remember that actually,
thank you.
It happened back then, but it's going to happen again.
Absolutely.
Yep. Will these dry bones live? Yep.
Yes, it will. Yes, it will. Sorry.
Yep.
So, yes. Well, we hope that you guys enjoyed this particular special. We had to do it.
Yeah, we had to.
We had to, because there was no, I was like, she was reading it to me last night, and I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, we should read this. And I was like, we should. Because again, I wasn't familiar with that account. I probably was asleep when they was reading it. Those of you don't know that we have prayer Monday through second day through sixth day. And sometimes I'd be asleep.
Yeah, on the sixth day we read Jasher.
Yes.
A chapter and talk about it. And
we're in the book of Jasher.
Yeah, we're in, And this particular morning.
I was knocked out.
She was knocked out.
But that's some good tea we spilled and gave to y'all. That was some good tea, because I did not know all of that was going down.
And I already know some of y'all will go back and read it again, because I showed it. And even though this is my third or fourth time hearing it, it gets gooder and gooder.
Absolutely. Like you can see it.
Yes.
And the way they was talking crap to each other.
Toe to toe.
This is my people. They sound like me. It's like a little freedom up there to me. There's like, oh my gosh, that's where we get it from. Mm-hmm. This will never be preached.
Oh no.
That's too much power there. You will never, you ain't gonna see yourself, but you see yourself in this Bible, don't you?
Yeah. And then if you preach this, you have to tell us this, we got this power.
Yep.
Yeah, people screaming all over the place.
He said for generations, to your seed, unto your seed, forever, y'all.
Forever.
And that was something that we just discovered tonight. I didn't know that. Now I know I got strength for my inheritance.
Yes.
That's a part of my inheritance.
Don't y'all go putting rocks between y'all thighs trying to break them.
Don't blame it on
It don't work
time.
like that.
We didn't do that.
Yeah, this is a gift that comes out when you need it.
Evidently, because that's what we saw.
Yeah. Because the brothers couldn't just go around fighting people. No.
And notice he was like, and Elohim.
Yeah.
Like he kept pointing to the Most High. Like, bro, what y'all scared
That's
for?
what we got right now. Because right now, they're trying to take one of us.
Yes.
They're trying to take one of us. We ain't here saving no Egyptians. They're trying to take one of us, a brother. Under the covenant.
That's right. And
That's
it ain't
not
happening.
about to happen.
It ain't happening. Well, that's how much I got y'all back. All right. It ain't happening. It ain't happening.
Not going
That's how
down.
I got my sister back. I got my brother back, just like that, because it ain't gonna happen.
Yep, not going down
at all. But what is gonna go down is another story time tomorrow at 6 p.m. Same time, same place.
Yep, we'll be back in Genesis.
Yes, back in Genesis, y'all. Now that y'all got the whole story.
Yes.
We'll be back tomorrow, 6 p.m.
Shalom.